Welcome to the Drive to Success podcast, where we go beyond the titles and achievements to find out what fuels high-performing professionals.
Apex Auto Cars. We curate cars for the car guy. Me and Kalis can basically share our knowledge through the cars and products that we have and make you drive better.
Okay, now you can start the question.
All right.
Now you start the
Okay.
question.
All right, Ben.
Yes.
So tell me about yourself.
Well, I create content, fitness content online, but at the same time, I do marketing for small businesses as well. So that is a side. I recently just quit my full-time job
Right.
to pursue what I really want to pursue, which is online coaching. At the same time, building my marketing agency as well.
All right.
So that's what I love, doing marketing. I used to work in a bank in CIMB,
Okay.
but I didn't see myself growing because how I look at it is more of like when I look at my manager or even looking at the CEO of CIMB, if I'm not able to imagine myself being in that position, I don't see myself growing towards that because that's the only way by climbing the ladder. Yeah.
I see.
And other than that, I do a bit of crypto stuff as well.
Crypto as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to Da Nang this Sunday as well to attend a conference there.
A crypto conference.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting. You're a man of many talents and interests.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
But trying to focus at the same time. Yeah.
All right. What would you say is your main thing right now? Like, if you're going to pursue, is mostly in the fitness industry?
Fitness industry is one because it's something that stayed with me throughout, since 10 years ago, I
Right.
started fitness as well. Even like doing sports. So fitness has always been there throughout my life. But marketing is something that I find very interesting as well.
I see.
And it's always evolving. So you have to keep up with like AI
Right.
and all these things as well. Yeah.
So may I ask then, what is the marketing mindset when it comes to Asian Chicken Little? What's the story behind the name, man?
I mean, previously actually, I just started out my fitness account for fun.
Right.
I just like saw like a lot of Gymshark athletes, like Young LA and all these people. I'm like, there's no Asian people doing it,
Okay.
like fitness content.
Right.
So just like, why not? So I
Right.
just like started out for fun without any expectations, not trying to be famous or anything like that, just like for fun. And then some videos blew up, some like I did like a lot of funny content last time. But now pivoting towards more like serious, more value content. That's what, and also just being myself, my most authentic self, not trying to be someone else.
Right.
Something that I'm pivoting to as well. Yeah.
I see. No, that's why I actually told you,
Yeah.
Ben, when I first met you at the Pam Kapong, I believe so. That's
Yes.
the first time we met.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I met both Bens on the same day, but that's a story
Right.
for another time.
Right.
But anyways, Ben, what I want to ask you is this, what I want to say is this, you come off as very authentic, right? You are being yourself. That's what I like about you. You're very original in that sense.
Right.
Now, in essence, if I were to ask you a very deep question, who is Ben?
I guess, I mean, it comes down to who I am as a person, how I grew up, how was I brought up as well as a person. But I guess Ben is a person who have no bad intention with anyone. He's always with good intention.
Right.
Someone who actually cares. But at the same time, bringing positivity in life
Right.
to people. Yeah.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
that's one of the first impressions that I got from meeting you that day in person, which was you were very, again, vibrant is what I would say. And
Right.
you're someone that, hey, if this guy's around, you smile because, hey, he has got a huge smile on his face too anyways. So that part of things that I want to ask you is, Ben, I mean, I've done social media likewise like you,
Yeah.
in the same industry as well. I find that it's sometimes difficult to separate the persona in which we portray online
For
and
sure.
the actual self.
For sure.
Because if I'm being honest, I try to be the most real person I can be online.
Mm.
But of course, we don't post everything or every bits of our lives.
Yes.
But I realized one thing that you've done in recent time was even you share vulnerable bits of your life. So why now? Why did suddenly there's this I realized there's a shift in the way that you posted your content. Back then, you used to do a lot of comedy skits and
Yeah.
stuff. And now I start to see a lot more interview, value-driven, and even parts where you're talking about, men's mental health.
I guess it's the person that I became as well.
Right.
Over the years, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, been reading books to become the best version of myself. So obviously, I've learned a lot throughout that experience, and I just want to share to people as well, like what I've learned in general. Like even listening to like Alex Hormozy and all these people as well. These people that really inspired me. Fitness scene like Mike Thurston, all these people, C-Bam and all these people,
Right.
like they really inspired me. I just want to share like what I've learned truly, and now is the time where I have to apply it. I've been learning. What's the point of learning, but when you're not doing, So yeah, I just want to speak what I've learned as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in this journey of coming up from being in the corporate sector of things, am I right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Was that leap of faith something very difficult for you? Do you have to like really think about it a lot? You have to maybe discuss this with your parents or your friends or your close ones? Like, how was that journey, bro? That sort of jump for you?
I guess my parents has been always very like you can do anything you want, in the sense they are very supportive. But what made me took that step is because if it's not now, then when? To pursue what you really want to pursue. And of course, a corporate, is safe, right? It's stable.
Right.
You get a monthly income. But at the same time, it limits you to a lot of things. It limits your time, which is the most precious thing that you have on this earth, time. And everyone have 24 hours. It's what you do with the 24 hours. If you're able to make more money through that 1 hour you have, then you can do more, Yeah. But I guess a lot of people are stuck to a 9 to 5 because they don't know what they want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
They feel very lost in life. And they just doing for the sake of doing, because that at least pay their bills, So I guess really knowing yourself and knowing what you want in life is very important. The worst that can happen is, you have to have you have to take the right risk as well, like, calculated risk, rather than just jumping into something that you don't know anything about. It took me a long time to actually decide, like, oh, should I quit my job and all that. And I just like did it because I see other results as well. Let's say for example, online coaching. There's money in that, so that's why I'm like, okay, I already save up this much. At least there's security. Why not just take the leap of faith and just jump? The worst that can happen is just go back to your full-time job.
Yeah. Sorry, the online coaching, that's in fitness or?
Yes, in fitness. But at the same time, throughout when I was doing my full-time job, I did a bit of side hustle as well by doing marketing for small businesses. So that is at least there's income coming in as well. So there's stability in that.
And this was you doing this while you had a full-time corporate job as well?
Yes, correct. So I'm doing all at once, like online coaching, marketing for small businesses at the same time my full-time job. Yeah.
So it's not like an abrupt thing, like, okay, I'm just going to quit right now and I have no safety net.
Yeah. There's always calculated risk, like I said. Yeah.
I see.
Calculated risk. It's what you want to pursue at the same time. Yeah.
Right. So in terms of that, now how many months have you been right now doing
It's been
this?
only 2 months.
2 months.
It's been only 2 months. Yeah.
Right. How are you adjusting to life outside of having a 9 to 5?
Of course, you have that freedom, but at the same time, having that discipline is very important. Nobody is going to push you. You have to really take the effort to do what you need to do.
Right.
Plan your day, and execute. It's very important. Yeah. Execution. Yeah.
So in terms of coaching, what's your approach to coaching?
My approach to coaching is what I apply in my life as well. So like for me, I don't really exactly watch my diet in terms of like counting like exact calories and all that kind of stuff. But I want it to be more sustainable throughout your life. Basically having a balanced diet, you can be, eating chicken rice, for example, having protein at the same time, maybe at the side, have some vegetables as well, and eating healthy food in general. But at the same time, you get to enjoy your food as well. You are Malaysians, we love our food. we want to have a balance in terms of diet. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's my main focus. Yeah. At the same time, you can make time for the gym if you want to prioritize it. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have time for the gym, but it's what you prioritize. You know, you rather doom scroll for 1 hour, 2 hours, or you go to the gym. You know, you decide what you want most. Yeah.
So what's the harsh truth people need to know about self-improvement?
That they have to step out of their comfort zone. Yeah. They cannot be where they are at. Yes, there's a lot of like things you can learn online now. You know, you always see reels like people teaching you different things, different opinions as well. But like I said previously, like what is the point if you know it, but you're not doing anything about it? And that's a lot of people nowadays. There's a lot of like information overload now, like in your head, like, you know, there's so many things going on, but if you're not applying it, then there's no point, you know, there's no point.
I see.
So that's why I also like, for me, like this year, I told myself like I need to apply all these things that I've learned throughout these years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's very important.
I see.
Yeah.
So Ben, could you just share a bit about your personal journey through fitness? Were you like a fat kid growing up? Were you skinny? What was that like for you?
For me, I used to do a lot of sports.
Okay.
You know, I play a lot of badminton.
Okay.
I represent a school in terms of football.
Okay.
I play a lot of sports in general, like futsal as well. But like at the age of 17, that's when I started calisthenics.
Okay.
Started calisthenics at first, do bodyweight in a park, you know, like just doing pull-ups, push-ups. To be honest, I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I was just trying to, I don't know, I just like the pump, you know. Like the more you do it, like wow, it feels nice, you know.
Yeah.
Then the more you do it, I guess over time, it's suddenly just built like, I also kind of wanted to be like different in a sense where like, I want to look different as well. I wasn't the most confident as a person last time, but that helped me in many ways to be like physically confident first. Then only the mindset come into place eventually. Yeah, when it comes to confidence. Confidence is built when there's evidence. You know, when the more you do things, the more confident you get at it. It could apply to anything in life. Yeah. So, and then I guess COVID time is when I got to the gym more seriously, more consistency. Yeah. And then from there, yeah, I started my fitness account. That, I mean, like followers also keep you accountable in a sense where, you know, like, wow, people are actually watching me. So I have to go to the gym, you know, like I have to go to the gym. It makes me feel good. At the same time, I want to be the best version of myself. Yeah. So that's my whole journey till today.
Do you have like a physique goal that you want to look like?
I mean, like David Late, you know, all these people that really inspired you.
Right.
Great bodies, but at the same time, you shouldn't compare yourself to them. You know, everyone have their own genetics, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So it's just more of like being the best version of yourself. It's good to compare in a sense where like, wow, this person inspired me. But it's no good to compare when it affects you as well. Like, oh, I cannot be like that.
Right.
Because a lot of like fitness people also, they, you know, take the steroids, they, you know, take peptides and all this kind of stuff, which is very unrealistic. You know, you see on social media especially. Yeah. So I want it to be like very realistic as well to people eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your perspective on the peptides? The peptides, like
peptides, I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends what you want. For me, I don't take any steroids or anything because I'm not competing. Unless it's a, I mean, in order to compete, you have to take all this in order to match the level, right?
There is also the Natural Federation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's why I also like deciding maybe I should join the natural competition as well. Maybe next year, not this year. But yeah. Peptides and all, for me right? What's the point of trying to be healthy when you're taking all this to affect your health? You know what I mean? But everything has a balance to it. It always have to have good intentions when you take all this, not just to look good. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
So Ben, in terms of right now, your plans to compete, which categories, if let's say you were to join next year? Men's physique, bodybuilding?
Yeah, maybe like men's physique mainly. Yeah.
Right.
I don't have like exact plans yet, but now it's just more of like try to build that momentum. You know, trying the diets and all that kind of stuff as well. Trying to be very consistent in terms of my workout, pushing myself to my max as well, to failure. Yeah.
I noticed that you also have a bit of a hybrid training because like I see you do like performance stuff as well.
Yeah.
Something like what Alif does as well. Alif has a performance coach, I think, so you can call that.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
So and he trains with me in terms of like hardcore bodybuilding.
Right.
So like, can you take me like a week? Like, what do you do in a week? What's your split? How do you split between your bodybuilding and your performance stuff?
So Monday, usually is push day.
Right.
Tuesday, pull day. But at night, I do attend a run club as well.
Right.
Weekend athletics. So I just like go there, just go for a run, mainly for cardio. I don't know whether I plan to do high rocks yet.
Right.
But for now, I just stick to bodybuilding. And then Wednesday, leg day, and then Thursday is shoulders and abs. Yeah, just like that.
Right.
Okay.
Whenever I have free time, I just go to the gym. Maybe work on the muscles that I am more weak. Yeah, and that's about it. Actually, it's very simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. So right now you're in like your bulking phase. You're
I'm trying to cut more now.
I'm trying to cut more right now.
So I'm like more intentional when it comes to diet.
Right.
When it comes to focusing on cardio as well, you know, Stairmaster or even like incline walks.
Right.
Yeah, I'm more focused on that.
All
now.
right. So I'm going to ask you the next bit. It might be a little bit controversial,
No
but
worries.
I'm going to ask you this question. What's your thoughts on Jojo and his recent statements about people who are fat? And if those people who are fat and they don't exercise, those people are just lazy. Have you seen that post?
No, I haven't seen the post.
Okay, so you know Johan Ghazali?
I think
The
I heard of
boxer.
him before, yes.
Yeah, so recently he has a video, I will encourage you to later look at it, but the gist of it is basically he says that he doesn't really like fat people, especially if there's fat people who actually put an effort to exercise, it's okay. But those who are fat and don't put an effort to exercise, he said like he doesn't really like these people. He said these people are just lazy. You as a person who has or someone that's in the fitness industry, someone has coached people.
Yeah.
What's your take on this?
For me, I wouldn't disrespect them.
Right.
As in like, oh, they are fat, you know, like, but it's just more of, I guess, how do you respect yourself? You know, are you gonna, because obviously being, you know, a bit more, you know, upsize is more difficult in life in general, like even moving around and all that. So how much do you respect yourself to take the effort to change that in you, you know, to change your physically, you know, to be more confident as well. But I wouldn't hate them.
Right.
Yeah. I will empathize with them, but it's not my place to say that you're lazy. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I tell people is, and I had this conversation with Alif as well. I say that we are very privileged. Any of us who can go to the gym, any of us who can afford supplements, who even have the liberty of time to consider our health and fitness, we are so blessed. Right? There are people who are in dire situations, where perhaps financially all they can think of is just to provide for their families.
Yeah.
They don't have the time, they don't have the liberty. And I think in Malaysia, we have this problem of obesity.
Yeah.
I believe
Almost
that
half of the people,
I believe it's half. I probably know half the people that I know are probably fat or in the obese category.
Yeah.
So I believe, I mean, you're going to Da Nang soon, right? We had a conversation over there. But you just go to Vietnam, for example, you can realize that it's a problem with the infrastructure and the accessibility to healthy foods in Malaysia is like so vastly different, right? So I think so. It's more than just fat people are lazy, right? What do you think?
I guess it's the food as well.
Right.
You know, Malaysian food is
Tell me about
amazing,
it.
right?
Yeah.
It's not the healthiest, but it's amazing. We
Right.
all love our food.
Right.
It's the best in the world, I can say.
Yeah.
But having a balance is very important, and you have to be aware of every meal you take. What are you taking in? You know, are you taking this like every time, every single day, or are you just like doing it like once a week? If once a week, that's fine. You know, it's all about balance in life. So being very intentional on what you eat.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think education is the key over here.
Yeah.
Like what I like about your approach, Ben, is the fact that you are okay. Look, I come from a very hardcore bodybuilding background, which is like, hey, you need to eat this gram of chicken, this gram of rice, this
Yeah.
gram of broccoli, and this is the macros you should follow. If you don't follow this, you're going to screw up, right? And in recent times, Ben, there's no, we're not hiding anything. Like me and Alif, we are people who are more inclined to using performance enhancements
No worries.
and peptides and all these.
Yeah.
And not to say that we are encouraging this, but I believe that education is the key. More than just not the PEDs alone, but in terms of like healthy eating and healthy or better options. Like you
For sure.
mentioned, like how do you actually go about in terms of like eating? Like for example, Alif, what he does is, of course, he has some things prepared at home, but a lot of the times I realize that Alif, what he does is he has a MyFitnessPal and he keys in the food. Correct?
Yeah.
Can you share a bit? How do you do it?
Yeah. So basically, you're not gonna guess to the T, but it's plus minus 20%. That sort of
Yeah.
rule of thumb. So, example, if I ordered a Milo Ice Kosong, this one tastes a bit strong, so I'll just put 2 drinks instead of 1. I know that. You know
I
what
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right.
So things like that. So you gotta gauge, and then from there, your ballpark figure. So if you miss, it won't be by much. You know what I mean? So it gives you a
Right.
good gauge of how much you actually eat. So
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you approaching things?
I mean, obviously, it's good to have a plan, right? It's always good to have a plan, but at the same time, I want to make it very easy for you to succeed.
Okay.
So it's not making it so like a huge change. Like from measuring, not measuring your calories to measuring every bit of it. That's why it's hard for people
Right.
to approach it, especially when they're first starting out.
Mm.
I guess it's more of like taking small wins, like just trying it out first, see how you feel about it, and then slowly implement to make it easier for you. So starting small, and then the build up will be there.
So
Yeah.
could you perhaps give a little bit more detail so that our viewers can visualize it? What is small steps for you?
It could be even like focusing, before you don't eat chicken rice like every day. Maybe this chicken rice is the most easiest.
Yeah, easiest one. Yeah.
Getting a protein, but at the same time like a bit of carbs,
Right.
and then but let's say you can start off with 3 times a week for chicken rice first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If you're okay with that, then go 4 times. If you're okay with that, then 5 times. Just like slowly build up from there. Yeah. So that eventually you get used to the
So there's no
the
calorie
routine.
tracking at the beginning?
You don't exactly need first.
Okay.
Also. Yeah. Yeah. So then eventually, once you get a rhythm, then we can start implementing more extra stuff. So it makes it easier. It's not like a huge change for the person
Okay.
as well. Yeah.
So coming from what you're telling me, the feedback that I'm getting is the fact that people feel very overwhelmed. Sometimes when you tell them to like track calories.
Yeah,
and
it's
all
like you're
this.
not being yourself anymore.
Right.
Like you're trying to be someone completely different.
Right.
So fast, and it's tough. Sometimes it's tough. People are not used to changes in their life, and it's hard to be uncomfortable sometimes. So yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. This part whereby I like the fact that again it's very sustainable.
Yes.
Is you mentioned what you want people to do is to sustain this, and I find this a problem as well because there are certain coaches that people who can get results very fast, but I feel like a lot of times they relapse. Their clients relapse because it's unsustainable.
Yeah.
One. Number 2, it's the fact that sometimes they push a lot of supplements instead, right? So that once they're off the supplements, they sort of can't get back there. So that's the issue. So yeah, I think I really like that approach.
Because fitness is a lifelong journey. It's not just a period or a season, So it's how you're going to sustain that throughout your whole life and make it very realistic.
Absolutely, absolutely, Ben.
Yeah.
So Ben, a bit more controversial. We might ruffle some feathers, but I believe it's a just cause that we do so. We're going to talk about men's health, something that you are clearly advocate for, particularly men's mental health.
Okay.
Now, I've seen your stories recently where you were doing a Q&A in your stories.
Yeah.
And you were answering certain things about, your relationship sort of happened during COVID. That time you had a breakup or something. and I also was participated in that thread that suddenly just blew up out of nowhere. You were asking if a man would cry, would you judge that man? So why are you so passionate about this topic, brother?
I'm just wondering how the public views
Right.
it as well. That's why I just decided to post that thread.
Right.
See what's the responses. But I'm just wondering, like, how is it like a man being vulnerable to people in general? I mean, I'm not asking you to like be vulnerable to everyone, right? But people who actually is close to you and who actually care for you. Because we are always like, because as a man, you know, like, yeah, we are built to like, so-called like, or put together, you know, we have to make sure that everything is okay, you know. But what if we are not? Then what, right?
Right.
So the only way, I mean, like, it's always okay to be vulnerable and open up to
I have a
the
problem
people.
with this, Ben.
Yeah.
And I'm playing devil's advocate over here.
Okay.
Because I find that when it's easier said than done, right? Which is, hey, please be vulnerable to the right person. But I have instances in my life whereby I've been vulnerable, but hey, man, they use that as a weapon against me.
I guess it's because for me personally,
Yeah.
I do have a best friend, a
Right.
close, really close friend that I always hang out, share a lot of things about him as well, to him as well. So it's the trust that you build with this person, you know, this relationship. Like, I'm pretty sure you built a certain amount of trust with him as well,
I do.
so that you are able to open up to him. Of course, you know, this is not a nice world, right, that we live in. People will use different things against you as well. It could backfire. So it's just more of really trusting your gut. Who's the person that you can be vulnerable with and
Right.
open up to?
Alif, what do you think about this, Alif? You're obviously among all of us, the most mileage is you. What do you think?
I think 100%. It's like you wouldn't want to open up in front of the wrong people, as you said. But more importantly than that is establishing your close connection of people. You know, your bros, if you will. A bit old school mentality, but it's old school for my age. But I seem to think more of the. I used to think that guys should just be able to handle whatever it is because we're guys. We're expected to, you know what I mean? And then some stuff happened to me when I was studying in Australia that I went to see a shrink, and for the first time at the age of like I think 20, someone told me it was okay to talk about my feelings. I've never, you know, to me that was just like whoa.
Especially in the Asia culture, you know, we are not. We didn't grow up learning how to express our emotions.
Yeah. So for me, that was in Australia. So I guess over there, it's a different way of thinking and different way of life. So for me, that was probably my most like maturing moment of my life, to realize that it's okay to have feelings.
Yeah.
But at the same time, also realizing you got to be careful who you share that to.
For sure.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Yeah.
I mean, it's generally men, like you said, they don't want to open up, and for various reasons. But what do you believe is the merit in opening up to people for yourself, or the right people, as you put it?
I guess it's just being more close to the person as well.
Right.
You know, you want to build that relationship where you actually know the person, deep conversations, rather than just like, oh, how's your day? You know, like then like, okay, I'm good. Yeah, then that's all.
Yeah, it's very surface.
It's very surface. Like, I want you to actually get to know this person deep down, who they are, where they came from, what they're going through in life, and maybe you could even help this person. You would never know, right? But of course, the first interaction, get to know the person, see whether this person is, you know, the same values as you and all this as well, in order to slowly open up, not opening up right away as well. Yeah.
Okay. And there's this line I've seen online as well. I was reminded by a friend not too long ago, which is men are only loved based on what they can provide.
Yeah.
Only women and children are loved unconditionally.
Yeah. Men
are loved conditionally. What do you believe? What do you think about this statement?
The only love that you receive that is unconditional is your mom. You know? Obviously, like people will perceive you differently, like if you have like certain things, like that you can provide and all. Which is true. To be honest, I do agree with that,
Right.
but it's how we are built in
Right.
that sense, We are built from nothing as men. We have to do something about it to gain value as well as a man, to create value as a man as well, to know yourself, to build something. It could be a business, could be yourself, being aware of yourself. And then women, yeah, it's unfair in that sense, but life is unfair itself. So just make most what you have, Not everyone is born with a pretty face.
Yeah.
But you make the most out of it. It's not like you can change that. Yeah, like you can do like surgery and all that kind of stuff, but it's who you are.
Yep.
So if you know who you are, you just make the most out of it. Be the best version of yourself. That's what matters most. Yeah.
So Ben, I need to ask this question, and maybe some of the ladies will also like to know: are you single?
I'm seeing someone.
Okay, seeing someone.
Yeah, seeing someone.
Now, I'm gonna ask this because, all right, let me put it this way. Maybe for advice for the younger audience out there, perhaps those are seeking for a partner. How do you maneuver yourself as a man when I believe the world today has this thing with a comparison issue? Because social media, you always are compared to the best of the best,
For sure.
right? Like
the top
at
1%
least-
of men, right?
Yeah, at least in the top of my head right now.
Yeah.
Look, if you have no house,
Mm.
you got no car,
Mm.
those are like the minimum prerequisite that you have to have.
Yeah.
In order to get married or to be eligible for a relationship, in that sense that if you're going to lead to marriage. So how would you advise someone like that? How would you maneuver their life around getting a partner or having a partner?
I guess knowing your expectations first, get to ask the questions that is tough, hard questions. At least you have that clarity on what are they looking for, what's their expectations before moving forward, Also, really just being your most authentic self so that they will accept who you are as a person and not trying to change
Right.
a person that you're not.
Understood.
Yeah.
Do you
And when the person can actually fully accept you and also knowing what's your goals and they will support you through that, that's a person that you might want to be with, Yeah.
Yeah. Do you concur, Alif?
For the most part, yeah. But also, I do believe in there's a little bit of room. If you don't like something, you can always condition her a little bit.
What do you mean by that? You don't mind sharing with us young ones?
Uh,
Not manipulate, right?
Ayo, I cannot do it. I cannot say in front of camera.
Hey, betul no, after the one, please. Cut that part out, Ipan, future Ipan.
How to say, yeah? It's sometimes when they say something to you, like example, very, very, very broad and simple one is like, oh, I don't like it if you smoke. Example.
Right.
So, example, things like that. So actually, my wife did say that to me at one point. And then she dated me, and now we're married with 2 kids. See how I conditioned it? I didn't stop smoking, by the way. Example. Example.
Right.
So certain things. Going back to what you said, like, I wouldn't let her change what's like core about myself.
Yeah.
But of course, definitely, we will work on the health aspect of quitting to smoke, for sure, I agree. But sometimes, after being with that girl for a while, you sort of swap each other's
Like how you live your
traits.
life, right?
Yeah, a little bit of trait. So sometimes you take on like her beliefs and she takes on your beliefs as well, a little bit. So to that point of, sometimes you can condition it a little bit. So it's not like a 100%.
It's not like a negative, like manipulative kind of thing. It's
No,
It's about growing together, as
I
well.
think
It's evolving together.
Yeah, evolving
I
together.
think what you're trying to say essentially is this, right? Which is, correct me if I'm wrong, Alif, right? Is at the end of the day, look, you're 2 different individuals, no matter how similar you are. But one way or another, you have to live with one another. And that sort of things that. Do you believe this, bro? You realize that at some point, look, she's not going to change that part of her.
Yeah. Whether
And
it's
you're not going to change.
compatible as well.
Yeah, you're not going to change this part of you.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how you sort of synchronize and live your life together?
Yeah, I guess so. It can just come down to the. I guess she likes me more than my bad habits. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Things like that, lah.
Yeah, so
Example.
your wife must love you a lot,
I
Alif.
must have done something right, man.
Yeah.
I guess the question you have to ask also is like, can you live with this person with all this
Right.
Yeah.
being there, you know?
Yeah.
Can you live with that? If you cannot,
Mm.
then you know your answer.
Yeah,
You know? It's
absolutely.
very simple. actually.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone's got skeletons in their closets, right? It's
Yeah.
just, are you okay with that set of skeletons?
Yeah. Everyone is not perfect,
Right.
Yeah.
you know? It's just, can you accept those flaws about this
Mm.
person?
Absolutely.
So Ben, you mentioned before that one of the things that you did was you had a thing in crypto. Well, can you elaborate on that? Like, where are you in crypto? Are you an investor or?
So basically, I actually started crypto during the 2021,
Okay.
the bull market.
Yeah.
When COVID happened, then the bull market happened.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I started off as a PA for one of the top 10 NFT influencers.
Oh,
in the space.
NFTs. Okay.
Yeah, so I was more into NFT during that time.
Right. Okay.
Not much into crypto yet, like
Mm.
the coins and all that. So I was just getting to know then. Then from there, I just learned, getting into that Web3 space,
Okay.
trying to learn. And it's a whole process. A lot of people are scared, into getting into it. But definitely there's a risk. It's definitely a high risk. But being knowledgeable about it is more important as well. We are living in this digital world where everything evolves like technology and all. So it's good to know about it. You don't exactly need to dive into it, but it's okay to invest in, let's say, even Ethereum or Bitcoin, for example, the top that is so-called safer. Yeah. Because big institutions like BlackRock and all these big institutions, they do invest in all those as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's slowly evolving as time goes by. Yeah. It's a different season of, I say this, different, is money evolving as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because how money started is gold and then eventually become fiat and eventually evolve. Now we are in a state where it's technology. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you started in NFTs, so now you're an investor yourself, or?
Not into NFTs anymore.
Okay.
That whole market
That
just
did-
Just
did-
do that, lah.
yeah.
So my wife, she was into NFTs, man. Like, she was in the Solana eco space, doing all these things and
Yeah.
getting the new, so when one of these new things come out, she'd get because she's doing these things actively for these different spaces. But at some point, she went to get like 80, 90 sold, man. Like by the time she traded.
Mm.
So it was quite a run she had. And then like, what happened? She had quite a run, and then that Luna scandal happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that devalued it quite a bit, but it came back.
So you have to do your research as well, whether it's government regulated.
Yeah.
But at the same time, how we are living in an attention economy. So where the attention is, that's where the money will flow.
Right.
So during that time, it was the NFT bull market, during crypto.
Mm.
So that's where the attention is, like the Bored Ape and all this thing happened. Then everyone obviously the hype. Everything is about hype nowadays.
Yeah.
It's how you sustain that. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to be wise about it.
Yeah.
When it's hype, that's when you should be more aware and more careful as well before investing. Yeah.
So you started NFT. So now where are you exactly in this crypto space?
To be honest, I am just investing into like Bitcoin,
Okay.
Ethereum, more of the safer coins. And the conferences is just more for like work. Just
Okay.
attending it, get to know like what's the latest updates,
Yeah.
doing a bit of research here and there, but I'm not super into it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, you do this crypto thing, right? Like, what's the whole? Okay, I'm completely new to this. In terms of it being institutionalized and regulated, how's it looking like? Because I know it's in the blockchain technology, all this, but what's your point of view of this?
You have to see what is the US doing as well, because they are huge into crypto and all.
Right.
But all around the world, even China, how are they implementing crypto? Because they are so trying to digitalize their own currency, even like yuan, the US dollar. They might even switch to digitalized currency. So it's just, how do you view things, and how are you gonna include it into your life as well, or are you gonna hold back and wait for? It's really a decision you have to make. Everything there's risk in life. It's what risk you want to take. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So there is a safe way to invest in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So are you in terms of like your risk tolerance or risk averse? Are you a risk averse person?
Yeah, I can say so, but
Right.
not too much of it as well. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I learned my lesson as well previously. You know,
What's the lesson?
The
Mind
lesson
sharing?
is don't chase hype, lor.
Yep. I
Yeah.
learned that pretty quick.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Normal lah. I see my friend all kaya already. I also buy and then the thing fall. Like that lah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do your own research as
Yeah.
well. Don't listen to anyone. You know, you can listen to it, but do your own research first.
Yeah, it's just a
Know
perspective.
who is the
yeah.
one running it, who is the team in that crypto, for example. Yeah, who is the one handling everything,
Right.
and then from there you just do your own research.
Understood.
Very important.
So like in compared to like the stock market versus crypto, what's a better investment? Or do you think that we should diversify in both?
I think you should diversify both.
Mm.
You know, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. Because the people say as well, you know, like crypto, right? It's just starting now. You know, if they want to compare it to housing in the 80s or 90s, it's basically something like crypto now. Yeah, you start early.
Do you believe that there will be a future in which by Malaysia that there will be an infrastructure for a payment gateway that will receive crypto?
We'll never know.
Never
But
know.
I'm pretty sure if someone implements it, people will follow.
I don't think we're far away. I mean, you
Yeah.
have other things like, Lunos and stuff that's
Yeah.
already
Government regulated
that's
and
government
all.
regulated, and you can link to a Maybank, so it's not
Right.
far off. Like, yeah.
You can use Touch and Go, and Luno is connected as well.
Oh, is
So
it?
you can go with.
Okay.
So you can like upload in Touch and Go,
Okay.
and you just invest in Luno.
Can I cash out my Luno into Touch and Go?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Okay lah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's all quite implemented in that sense already. Actually, making it very easy for people to invest.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we didn't expect this, right? From talking to fitness and to men's health
investments.
to investments right now. Man, you are very talented.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna ask this, like, what's your business plan going into the future right now? Because I see you got a lot of things going on for you, right? Ben, you are, again, I said, you're talented in, of course, creating content, as well as right now, I'm hearing all this. You're also well studied and also experienced in even investing, right? So what's the business model behind right now what you're doing,
To be honest,
right?
I have no idea.
Oh, really?
I'm just taking one day at a time, one step at a time. But I know what's my end goal
Right.
is to inspire people to be
Right.
the best version of themselves, or even to make sure that I'm not make people feel heard that they are not alone in this journey. Because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So just being very present is very important. We always look at the future. Only when I reach success, then only I get to enjoy. Or let's do whatever I love to do.
Right.
But why not enjoy the journey instead?
Right.
Because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You might die. You don't know.
Right.
So just enjoy it every single day. But at the same time, knowing what's your goal. Their goal don't have to be like the clearest. Because to be honest, the most successful people, they don't know what they are exactly doing, but they just do. They take action. And then eventually they'll find out. Because opportunities will come to you when you do things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I believe
Right.
in. Yeah.
Now, going back to the core of our show, which is that drive to success, what do you think drives you right now? Is it other people, for other people? Is it for yourself?
To save all men.
To save all men.
To save all
I won't
men.
be able to save all men,
Yeah.
right? But I guess just being a good example
That's good.
as a man.
Right.
Yeah. Being a good example to others, being a good person, being kind to others, always having good intentions, not trying to hurt anyone. Yeah, that's all actually. It's
Right.
very simple, but it takes a lot as well.
Yeah, I mean, sounds simple. Be a good human being. Sounds
Yeah.
simple, right? But to actually do it,
You definitely have
Yeah.
temptations.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
you definitely have challenges in life, but it's how you overcome it.
Mm.
You know, but of course, like you want to put religion into space, I guess like just being, for me, I mean, like, I'm a Christian, right? So what would Jesus do? You know,
Mm.
I mean, Jesus is a good person, you know, so it's more of like a good example as well. That's what I would do. You have
Right.
to question yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you find that in terms of your current trajectory right now, you're
Mhm.
leaving it more into God's hands?
In a way, yeah, I guess I just trust in God, you know.
Right.
Wherever that He leads me, I just trust in that. But at the same time, putting effort to know yourself better, to know who you are, and what do you want to get out of this life?
Mm.
You know, what do you want to leave behind? You know, how do you want to impact people? Yeah.
Okay, Ben. So Ben, now this is where we're coming towards the end of our segment of this podcast right now. It's been an amazing conversation with you. Now, this will be a time capsule because once you put things online, it's going to be there forever, right?
Okay.
Right. So perhaps say something to the future version of you that perhaps this is a time capsule to you. Right? Can you think of something?
Mm.
Let's say 10 years down the road right now, Ben.
Or perhaps a message to your future kids.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
They could be one day they'll be your age, 28, brother. What do you
Is
think?
me telling to someone or me telling
Could be
myself?
to yourself or could be to your future kids. Either one, whichever you feel that is much more natural that comes to you.
If to my future kids, I would tell, try everything. Know what you love to do or what you want to do. Be good at it. Focus on one thing so that you can be the best at it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Ben.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. Thanks so much for coming on board to our
Yeah.
podcast.
Thank you for inviting. Yeah.
It's been a great session, honestly. And till next time, this
Thank
is
you.
Drive to Success.
So good.